I think most business people know that there is legal protection in doing business through a corporation or a limited liability company. Essentially, if you're sued for some sort of business transaction, the business is liable and the business's assets are liable, and your personal property is not. Generally, that's the key advantage to setting up an LLC or setting up a corporation. Now, in Massachusetts, you can ask the court to essentially disregard the corporation. It's called piercing the corporate veil, and allowing you to sue the defendant personally rather than as a corporation. But it's very hard to do, and you need to prove a few things. First of all, you need to show that there is confusion or ambiguity present. Right? So let's say, for instance, I hold myself out as the law office of Justin McCarthy, but in fact I have an LLC that's McCarthy Law. Well, everything I have says Law Office of Justin McCarthy, my letterhead, the sign in front of my office, everything. So there's confusion there as to whether I'm McCarthy Law LLC or if I'm Law Office of Justin McCarthy. And a lot of business people have multiple corporations and LLCs, 3, 4, 5 or more of them. So serious confusion and ambiguity can arise. It's not that rare. All right, so that's the first thing you need to show: confusion and ambiguity as to whether or not the defendant is doing business as a particular LLC or corporation. Second, you need to show that the defendant is using this confusion and ambiguity in a wrongful way, either in a fraudulent way or in some way to essentially deceive the world at large and the people that he's engaging in business with. Right? So ambiguity and some sort of wrongful purpose going along with this ambiguity. And then finally, you need to show a lack of business structure. And the court gives 12 factors. I'm going to write a blog post and I'm going to put it in the link to this video. Essentially, if the business is there pretty much in name only, and there are there's no diversity in ownership, essentially one person owns the whole thing, owns all the shares in the business, the shares don't pay dividends, there's no sort of corporate meeting or agenda, it's essentially one person running everything and profiting entirely from the corporation or the LLC, then you could say to the court, look, it's a sham, it's confusing, and this person is using it simply to commit fraud and to deceive the people he's doing business with. If you can show that, then the court should disregard the business and allow you to sue the owner personally. And this is called piercing the corporate veil. So if you have questions, send me an email or send me a message, and I'd be happy to talk with you.